Hey everybody, how's it going? On today's video, we are going to be talking about an audiobook that I recently finished and really enjoyed, and I want to share with you. That audiobook is called Heretical Fishing, Book 1. This audiobook is by Haylock Jobson, narrated by no other than Heath Miller, and the audiobook length is 23 hours and 56 minutes. So that is some good bang for your buck. I got this audiobook off Audible. I'm not sure if this is if you can get this audiobook anywhere else, but that's where I shop for my audiobooks is Audible. Again, I'm not sponsored by Audible, it's just where I like to go. So in Heretical Fishing, Book 1, you are introduced to a character that is named Fisher. He is a successful entrepreneur in a world like ours, and he is just fed up with it and wants a simpler life, and he wants to fish in that simple life. In a series of events, he gets whisked away by Truck-kun and gets sent off to a mystical land of cultivators, magical objects, and spirit beasts, and a broken system in an abandoned world of a world abandoned by gods. And so in this series, or in this first book, he is just trying to figure out, where he's going to stay, what he's going to do, and how much fishing he can get in. There is a plethora of adorable characters that you will interact with in this series of, in this book, being that there is cultivation, there is going to be also like spirit beasts. And those are characters that just gain awareness. And so you will run into Sergeant Snips, Corporal Claus, and Private Pistachio, and Rocky. And those are some characters that you'll just, be introduced to throughout the book. Being a cultivator in this series is not always good. You will get hunted down and collared and forced to be used as, apparently slave labor or forced protection, I guess, in this book series. But all that Fisher wants is just an easy life by the beach and fishing, like constant fishing. But he also likes to help his friends out, because in this book where he is like, and also where he's like placed, he is by this village, just some nice people, someone that he has a potential love interest in, and just some great friends that he has come across at this village. The characters in this series are very adorable, quirky. It's fun. I really enjoyed it. If you like He Who Fights with Monsters, and if you know about Jason Asano's his dialogue with other characters, and how some characters are just like, I don't know what you just said, because you're from Earth and this mystical plane just doesn't understand your references, then you will definitely enjoy Fisher's dialogue with characters in the local town, because he does that. He'll say things that people don't quite get, not so lost like Jason does in He Who Fights with Monsters, also narrated by Heath Miller. In this series, Fisher is like, he says like some just generic stuff that people sometimes just get totally lost, or they like mull over the word or the saying, and he explains it to them, and then they start using that word or saying, and it's just fun to see the interaction there. Again, this is just a cozy lit RPG. If that's up your alley, where you like, say, Beware of Chicken, then this is something that I would recommend. If you're someone that isn't about that, and they want something more intense, more fighting, and more about levels and stuff like that, then again, I would recommend something else, because you just probably won't like this. But I just love the pacing of this book, and the story, and the interactions with characters, and the introduction. There is some fighting, because it's cultivators and all that stuff, so there's some awesome action scenes, but it's very minimal, because it's all about like the story and how Fisher is being a heretical fisher, and just interacting with his friends and the spirit beasts. Again, you'll see characters, or you'll eventually meet characters like Sergeant Snips. Sergeant Snips is like just the best, and the interaction with these spirit beast characters are a lot of fun. So yeah, I would really recommend this to anyone that likes cozy lit RPGs. Again, Heath Miller has a great performance. If you like him in other audiobooks, you will like him in this one. And the story moves pleasantly and quickly. They don't really stick on anything, so that's another thing I really appreciated about the story, that it just kept moving and didn't really, it had a nice callback to certain things. Like some characters will be thwarted by the main character in a way that the main character doesn't even know what they did. Or what they exactly said, and so this, like, especially the lord of the city, the town that Fisher is now occupying or living at, and he's just constantly goes on this monologue of like how Fisher is screwing him over, and Fisher has no idea, and just the way that it's said and stated is just hilarious in that very Jason Asano a way, if you know He Who Fights with Monsters and how Jason can be. But yeah, really recommend this. Really enjoyed it. Again, 23 hours and 56 minutes of audiobook length, and really enjoyed having that much time to just dive into this series. Book 2 is coming out soon, so if you decide you want to jump into book 1 in the audiobook version on Audible, book 2 is on its way as well. I think in June. I'm not 100% sure. I will definitely leave links in the description of this video for the book 1 in Audible and book 2, so I think you can pre-order it. But again, just it's great. I love it, and I'd really recommend to those that love cozy lit RPGs and like some witty laugh out loud dialogue. Because yeah, sometimes I'd be at work and just listening, smiling, grinning like an idiot, and no one where I work at just sees me sometimes, because I would look crazy. They'd just look at me and be like, wow, he is smiling way too much right now, or he's just laughing out of nowhere because of what he's listening to. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I can't wait to see what Haylock Jobson continues to do. Again, for those that read this one, I'm excited to see what they're in on, and what I get to experience as the audiobooks come out. So yeah, again, that is a little bit of Heretical Fishing Book 1. I hope you will, enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my little audiobook recommendation. And what are you reading or listening to right now? I would love to know. There's a lot of, at the time of this recording, there is a lot of audiobooks that I'm really excited about. Like Pirate Abba has Gravesong coming out. They have the next series in the Wandering Inn series. There's the Tower Somnus that's also come out of the book 4. There's just a lot coming out right now, and I'm also finding some recommendations because I'm part of groups on social media that do all these recommendations, and it's just like constant stuff, constant audiobooks to listen to, and not enough time. So yeah, again, I hope this recommendation helped you, and I hope you find yourself with another great audiobook to listen to. And for those that like cozy lit RPGs, that you can put this one on your audio shelf and have something new to listen to. So without further ado, I'll let y'all go and listen to what you're going to listen to. So without further ado, toodles.